Funny story happened today. Here, let me get the. Look at that. Oh, hold on. Ah. Nope. I can't charge it and do that. I got a pretty good charge on it. We're good. There we go. Look at that. I got my Jeff Goldblum pose. This is what I tried to do on TikTok for 10 minutes of my life. We have a guest that we invited today. Hey, Psycho Rocker. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, long time no see. I was trying to focus on TikTok. Silly me. I worked really hard on getting 1,000 followers just so that I could get permanently banned today. Permanently banned, so I deleted it from my phone. True story. Today is your lucky day. Anthony has now been made a moderator. You have a sample of power. I gave you the tiny power. I didn't give you the full power, but you have tiny power today, Anthony. I just hope that you abuse it at some point. I see that we're up to 4 people. Feel free to speak. Paranoid Panda live in the house. Playing Fallout 76. That's all I do in my life. Oh, yeah? That's interesting, Anthony. Because I'm pretty sure that Psycho Rocker was just telling me the other day. He said, you know who I haven't talked to in a while? Is Anthony, the best YouTuber in the world. Oh, we're up to 14 people? Wow. And he also said, I sure wish that guy would do his memoirs because there's a lot of interesting things I bet that goes on in his life I'd like to hear about. He told me that privately. I hope you don't mind that I put you on the spot, Psycho Rocker, but he did say that to me. Welcome, 14 people. Don't be too shy. 18 people? Wow. I can't believe I haven't done this in so long. Fastest boy tapper. Bad boy Providence. You are a Pasha Technique? What? uh, Providence. Providence, Rhode Island? You from where Sage Francis is from? Welcome to the live stream where we don't shill for likes and thumbs ups and shares. Hey, Bad Boy? Probably not the best time to have Bad Boy attached to your handle. You know what I mean? You're speaking gibberish right now, friend. EA, it looks different because I'm using my phone for the first time. Fire and Ice, I'm back. Fire and Ice, you were previously known as what was it? Tapper? Fastest boy tapper? You think I don't recognize that little icon? You got the same icon, and you said I'm back. Why did you change your name? Yeah, that's kind of nice, right? Maybe I should do this shit more often. You know what we can do? You know what we can do is we can go and interact with the people of Huntington Beach. You know what I was going to do today is I was going to introduce the people of TikTok. Yeah, because everyone hates my old name, so yeah, that's why. Well, Fire and Ice, I'm glad that you figured that out once you got here and everybody figured out who you are. That's very proactive of you. But before I was so rudely interrupted, what I was gonna do today by Mr. Tapper, Fire and Ice says, "Okay." I'm sorry if I'm coming across a little bit abrasive to you, good sir or madam. I don't want to assume your gender, Tapper, Fire and Ice, whoever you may be. There happens to be someone that we know, everybody who's currently here in the chat, named Tap. And so when I saw Tapper, I immediately thought of him and his hardships. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. I got a little bit sour. And if I came across, uh, you know, unbecoming or unsavory to you, Fire and Ice, I do. Oh, did we lose you? Oh, when did we lose a new person? Oh no, how will I ever recover after the fucking travesty of being kicked off permanently of TikTok? How will I ever recover? Bye bye, Tapper. He'll come back. Yes, EA. I got permanently banned from TikTok today because I made a fucking joke. I said I wasn't able to vote for Donald Trump in this election because I'm a registered sex offender. Because I raped Tim Waltz with a tampon from the boys' room. And so I got a permanent ban for that. But guess where I can say that? Right here on fucking YouTube. So I'm back, bitches. Is that why Tapper left? But we're back up to 7. This thing's bouncing around. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we could go out in public. We could actually do that today, y'all. We could make this a fucking interesting stream. We could go up and ask people if they will sign my petition to free P. Diddy. Oh, I'm so glad that you're still here, Fire and Ice. Do you happen Fire and Ice? Do you happen to know or are you affiliated in any way with Michael Bartholomew Tapp of some redneck city in Jersey? Are you affiliated with that pond scum? Are you him? Nope. Well, then I do actually apologize to you. I thought you know what? I thought you were incognito, so to speak. You see what I did there? I made it seem like you were black. And Tap's not black. He just has a black man's lips. He got them Tomb Raider lips. Fire and ice. Is that fire from the herpes and ice for the burn? Rusty gonna give you when I hurt your feelings? See, I think I don't know. I just want to comment to YouTube right now, to everybody that's here, that our good friend of the channel, Lee, is here with us, and he is still not allowed to comment. What the fuck? We love this guy. It's total horseshit. You know, because if some things came up about Tap, he could fucking clear the air. Yeah, dude. Lee has been blocked from commenting forever, and like, obviously I didn't block him. I don't block people. Now we did try to block that one person. Who came here and caused total chaos. With like 23 different profiles. We tried to block them to no avail. We were very much impressed, and we made friends with them. And pardon me. Because we liken ourselves to modern day, I don't know, what would the inverse of a Robin Hood? More like an internet terrorist, you know? I just go and do yeah, okay, I got a message here. Hold on. Let me go get my message. Okay, I was just getting an update. I don't know if I don't know. Could y'all still see me when I went and did that other shit with my phone? I had to go look at some other stuff. You know, EA, I'm a little bit upset too, but what can you fucking do, you know? Paranoid Panda is too much for TikTok. I get it. I get it. You know, I was considering going to Rumble. I got so pissed off about the TikTok fiasco today. I said, you know what? I know that they let you do pretty much whatever the fuck you want over on Rumble. And so I looked into it, and well, yeah, you can get away with a lot over on Rumble, but that's because Rumble isn't free. It's like $10 a month. So I don't know. I might end up doing that, but seeing how the fucking phone works and I got a nice clean picture, I can run around. If I want to make the stream actually interesting, look at this. I'm not just some weirdo hiding in his house. You see, there's neighbors here. There's people outside. Hi. And now it's fucking interesting. Some lady walking her dog. I'm like, hi. She didn't know what the fucking think. Oh, Paranoid Bandit is coming out. Hey. Hey, friend. Oh my god. What a world. What a fucking world. Where you can't even make a joke about raping a man with a fucking tampon. Hey, buddy, look, I made very clear when I fucking said that it wasn't a sexual thing that I did to him. I was trying to prove a point. You know what? You can't admit to a crime that you allegedly served time for. I'm a sex offender. Clearly, I'm not still in jail. I've served my time for putting a tampon up his asshole against his consent. But look, if anybody ever had a tampon being forcefully shoved up their ass against their consent coming to them, it's Tim Waltz. You can put that on my fucking tombstone. Paranoid Pen has spoken. What I Where are you seeing all these other people? Other people? I see 6 people are here. I only see a couple are commenting. But that's fine. I like people that lay in the cut. I never laid in the cut in on TikTok. I used to mix it up with people in their comments, and nobody would ever even acknowledge me. Listen, I need to put. Hold on. I need to put this thing. There we go. Oh, it's nice. Much better. I needed to put the hat on underneath my fucking. Oh, this is good. This works. Look. This whole time. This whole time, I've been playing Fallout. And you go, you've been playing? Yeah, look. I've been sleeping in my Michael Jackson bed. Yeah, it did say at one point the number was a lot higher. That was weird. I don't, whatever. I try to do a fucking comedy show, and I guess these people just want like joke after joke after joke. Like, come on, man. You can't force it. I like it when it just naturally comes. And when it comes all over your face, all over your face. Now, let's spend the next 15 minutes talking about why, when I just did that, Rusty's dick moved a little bit to the left. And go. Timer. Did you hit the timer? EA, start. All right. Let's talk about that shift in your pants, Dale. I'm sure there's a good reason behind it. We got 4 likes. That's fucking nice. Thanks for the fucking thumbs up. I never asked for that shit, but I appreciate it. You like when blood or poop lubricates your penis? That's interesting. I would think that blood wouldn't be a very good lubricant. Maybe not the best lubricant. Well, as someone who has fantasized about, look, I don't know, look, I know some of you guys that are here are like big horror fans, and some of you might be little kids. And so this next part's going to be a little bit graphic, and if it's too much for you, if you think it's going to be too much for you, maybe just bounce, leave for a little bit, come back. Give me 5 minutes starting now. So I have this fantasy about taking a nice sharp blade, like good 5 inches, which is about 4 inches more than Mike Tapp has between his legs, roughly. And that's being generous. Right here, don't look at that shitty tattoo. Look, right here, between the third and fourth rib, what I'd like to do is I'd like to stab between that third and fourth rib on Mike Tapp, and then commence to having. Hold on. I had to start playing my piano. That it wasn't what you thought. Listen. And then just start pumping and thrusting away between the bone of his rib into his collapsed lung. Now, see, when I finally, because I would think that that'd be relatively tight, working between that rib, and I would think it'd be somewhat moist, be snug, right? And when I ejaculate into his collapsed lung, he'll literally be choking on my nut. And I think that that's fucking borderline romantic. If you're one, if you, at least if you're from one of those like equestrian countries, I hear that type of thing is popular there. I don't know for sure because I don't like to investigate the hard hitting facts. Maybe that's something that you like to do. You know, I'm not going to judge you for that. I could have looked into it further. I could have looked into, hey, do the equestrian country states do they actually have sex with people's collapsed lungs, penetrating between the third and fourth rib, or is this just some mumbo jumbo that you fucking heard somewhere from some conspiracy nut panda? I don't know. Maybe I dreamed it, but I believe it in my heart. And just because I want to do that to Mike Tapp, does that make me a bad guy? What if I did it with love in my heart? You know? Just like, listen, this is the same argument that Halfgeek gives his wife when he has to give her a good smack. You know? They're like, where the fuck is dinner, bitch? You remember that? The where the fuck is dinner, bitch? he's like, and he's like, I just got home from work. I haven't had a chance yet. And he gives her a good fucking Pacow! Pacow! Wouldn't it be funny if when he fucking smacked her, it was a Pacow! And then he says to her, "You forced my hand. I didn't want to do this. You made me fucking do this. But it's out of my love for you that I did it. It's only because I love you that I did it. This love is going to help nurture our relationship and make it something special that it could have never been before I decided to smack the goddamn shit out of you for not having that dinner ready like I fucking told you. I worked fucking 8 hours at the goddamn plant, fucking moving fucking pallets back and forth, back and forth. You ever worked a goddamn forklift?" He likes to fucking bring that up to her because she's not certified to work a forklift because it's, what is this? What's outside? Is that a roommate? Look who it is. Look, internet. Malcolm in the middle. Did you think I went? I don't. I didn't know. I'm just glad that you're here. I did get a little bit of information about you, Fire and Ice, and that you do good work. I don't know what brought you here, but I'm glad you're here because I think that it's good that we can help nurture the youth. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good that the youth sees that it's okay to joke about stuff, even if it's horrible. I'm glad that you're here. I think it's a wonderful thing. Absolutely wonderful. All right. I got all these goddamn doggies. Maybe I should get the other one. Hey, sweet girl. Come. Just look at her. Just fucking look at her. Oh my god. I could eat you alive. You guys want to hear a story? It's been a while since I told a story. See, my granddaddy was a military man. And he wasn't some bitch ass motherfucker that joined the goddamn National Guard. No. He joined the Army and he did his time. And then he went and joined the fucking Navy. He joined 2 branches of the military. That was my granddaddy. Anyways, I had this friend in school, and his granddaddy had, as I stated it, stolen some Nazi war stuff, you know, when he was over there in World War II. And I referred to it as he stole this stuff. And my granddaddy, he put me in my place. He said, he didn't steal it. He liberated it. Oh. Let me just save that for later. How is this applicable? How is this story applicable to this goddamn dog? Well, we liberated this dog. See, this dog was found, and we put a notice out in the community forum. There's a thing on Facebook for the community. You know, and if somebody loses an animal, you can fucking, hey, we found this animal. Is this anybody's here? And then they can go, hey, yeah, that's mine. Well, that's what we did. You know, or even if you lose your animal, you can post a picture. Hey, I lost my animal. Hey, has anybody seen it? So we put out the, hey, has anybody lost this animal? And somebody contacted us and said, yes, this is our daughter. Their daughter's like a small child, like 5 or younger, maybe 6, somewhere around there, not even 7 years old, was who the owner of the, I mean, obviously the parents owned the dog, not the kid, but it was her doggy. Here's the thing. The dog's hair was horribly matted and it was insanely dirty. We bathed the dog the night that it got here. We bathed the fucking dog and just so much goddamn dirt in the tub. It was crazy. And she literally had like little dreadlocks. That's not to mention her nails were so fucking long, they were starting to curl up like that picture of that Indian guy that has like the long, crazy fingernails. It was like that. It was like, dude, her fucking, one of her nails was this long, too long. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then her ears were just compacted with wax. It was insane how much, like, you just push on this part of her head and you could just hear fucking horrible. Somebody contacts us. Yeah, that's our dog. Why the fuck is it so dirty? Why is its nails so long? Why has it got fucking crazy amount of fucking earwax? What the fuck? And we just straight up strong armed that motherfucking dog. It said, bitch, kick rock. Come here and try to pick that dog up from here. Come here and try and get that dog. I dare you. I'm gonna straight fucking knock your shit out. Okay, that's cool. Sweet dreams. Uh, sweet dreams, Prince. I wish I could remember that line from that fucking movie. But I never saw the movie, so, but I'm pretty sure that it was, wasn't it the guy who played Alfred? Michael Caine? Didn't he say something? Oh, I don't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, you're a prince among commoners, Fire and Ice, and I wish you great days ahead of your peers. I hope you excel at your YouTube channel, and I hope you find a following. One of my people told me that they checked out your channel. I will be doing that at some point, probably. I don't want to swear to anything, but the chances look pretty good. Good night. Hey, why are you doing that? God damn it. Can I have... See, I can't have a fucking bandana around here with these dogs. Look at this. Look at my bandana. Look at this. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? Look here. Yeah, it's fucking bad. It's just ripping it to shreds. I like to have a bandana to blow my nose, you know, because I'm always snorting stuff, you know, and I need to free it up so I can snort more stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Air, pure air is what I like to breathe. You know, I was just talking with Rusty Trombone the other day about Cobra Kai. You ever watch that show, EA? You ever watch Cobra Kai? I'm pretty sure you saw the original Karate Kid. If you only saw the original Karate Kid, what I'm about to say is going to work. But if you have not seen the original Karate Kid, then what I'm about to say is not going to work. Rusty, get in your fucking robe. Get your mask. Let's make this thing interesting. I can add you, I believe. I'm pushing on everything here to see. Oh, whoops. I'm curious if when I do that, I'm still on the screen. What do you think, little girl? You see me back there punching the punching bag? You gotta give me room to sit down, little girl. Alright, there we go. You know what? I think I'm done. Done with Fallout. because I got all of the things, all of my dailies.
Raids that Trump plans to bring, and I just don't know how going and hanging.
I'll just watch some YouTube.
Then we have CNN. Same story, kind of different flavor. For years, they have tried to thread the needle, presenting themselves as neutral, but airing these ridiculous segments like undecided voter panels that we later find out are filled with obvious committed Trump supporters, and now they're kind of paying for it, to be honest. A lot of the CNN audience doesn't trust them, and it shows, and their ratings are in the toilet. Now, I think it's important to mention that we at the David Pakman Show and many others in left-wing independent media, in the 3 to 4 days after the election, we also saw a sort of exodus that took place. That has now slowed down, and it's not like these are the record months for us post-election November and December, but it's really very much stabilized. And we're going to come back to that in a moment. Now, let me briefly talk about what's happening at Fox News. The numbers at Fox News haven't dropped because, number one, their viewers never take a break. For them, politics is a 24/7 culture war. I'm not saying that like it's a good thing. In many ways, it's a bad thing. But the point is that for them, Trump's win isn't the end of the fight. It's the start of the next one, of what can they now get accomplished over the next 4 years. Fox knows this. They're keeping the outrage machine running full speed, and that's why their audience is so loyal. But also, they did win, so to some degree, the Fox ratings are
and now down to 0 people. So that's the effect that you have on people, David Pakman, you piece of shit. You ruined my channel.
About Trump's victory or a post-election ratings dip. I believe that it's about trust. These networks failed their audiences. They didn't prepare people for what was coming. They did not offer a compelling vision for what happens next. Now, to be fair, I was trying to warn people about the polls pointing to Trump wins every swing state. Some in my audience appreciated it. Some in my audience said, David, shut up and stop talking about the poll numbers. The difference is I can just do whatever I want because I don't have 10 layers of editors and executives. MSNBC and CNN are different, but that's where we ended up. Here is where we ended up. The critical question right now, as we look at the next 6 months, beyond Trump's inauguration and at the first atrocities that Trump will no doubt do policy-wise, where are these viewers who have left CNN and have left MSNBC?
I guess I kind of understand why he wears a turtleneck now.
From politics entirely, at least for now. I believe the vast majority of them, at some point,
this is what they would call. You ever heard that term, pencil neck?
That it's, I turn MSNBC back on. I'm not convinced it's.
God, I hate this motherfucker. And it's not because he's Jewish. Don't fucking give me that. It has nothing to do with that. That's just a coincidence.
Honest, genuine coverage from people that they can
trust. It's a coincidence. Now, that doesn't mean I stand by that 100%.
Trust everybody, right? They might not trust me. They might like Jimmy Dore or someone like that. I don't know. But the point is,
Jimmy Dore. It's Jimmy Dore, you fucking bitch ass.
I'm getting what you really believe rather than what 10 layers of editors and executives have told you to say. Shows like the David Pakman Show are part of that shift. We're not crashing and burning like the cable networks because we're not playing the corporate games. We don't have advertisers or board members dictating.
This is the same guy that cried about how he lost so many fucking subscribers.
Maybe in some way.
What are you talking about, dude? Eat your own feedback.
I get right what I get right. I correct what I get wrong as quickly as possible. Now, I also want to go to the Fox News aspect of the future. It's not just about MSNBC and CNN. Fox News looks strong right now. There's no doubt. I don't think their moment is going to last forever either. The long-term trend is that more and more people are moving away from corporate media. There's cord cutting, there's streaming, there's independent outlets reshaping how people get their news. Audiences want something real and something new. Right now, yes, the left is in a moment of despondency. I don't think that's going to last. When Trump's administration starts rolling out the dystopian agenda, he's admitting he's going to do it. He did an interview. It's crazy. We'll talk about it next. When Trump starts gutting rights and stacking courts and creating chaos, people are going to wake up. They're going to get angry. They're going to get organized, and they're going to turn somewhere. If they're sick of MSNBC and CNN, they'll turn to independent media, not the corporate media outlets that have already failed them.
How insightful, David.
Hey internet friends, in my 2025 bingo card video, I said that Jay-Z and Beyonce were gonna flee the country in 2025 for their Diddy the Diddler connections. Last night, the news dropped that Jay-Z has been accused in a lawsuit alongside P. Diddy for what occurred after a MTV VMA Awards after party. Jay-Z has since denied these claims or any involvement. So y'all know what time it is. Today I'm gonna weaponize my own personal brand of autism to bring you a breakdown of the bigger picture. After all, I got 99 problems, but knowing who actually runs the music industry ain't one.
Big Dick Deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
So here's what
Good for
happened.
you,
In a
Cat
civil
Williams.
lawsuit filed on
Look at him
December
being
8th,
like a modern day prophet.
Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, is being sued in a civil case for allegedly essaying a 13-year-old girl at an after party for the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000, so 24 years ago. Remember, there is no statute of limitations when dealing with a minor. Jay-Z is being charged along with P. Diddy, who is in jail right now. The accuser is only named Jane Doe in the court papers. About an hour after this news dropped, Jay-Z's drafted and ready to go. He referred to the lawsuit as a blackmail attempt and characterized the allegations as so heinous in nature and idiotic. Jay-Z has attacked Tony Busby, the lawyer, for what he considers to be an unfounded legal strategy. And also, Jay-Z has declared his plan to reveal the lawyer in a very public fashion. Of course, I needed to look into this attorney and find out if he was legit or not. Tony Busby isn't like a no-name attorney operating out of his basement and taking whatever cases he can get. He's a high-profile Houston attorney who successfully defended former Governor Rick Perry against abusive power accusations. He represented Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson over sexual misconduct allegations. Represented more than 160 wages hurt in the biggest industrial accident in American history, successfully. So last night, Busby posted a picture of himself in his Marines uniform. I've abused them, showing up at my current employees' homes to harass them, filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrageous assertions to anyone who will listen, and having caught up and listen. Could it all be fake and a distraction and a waste of time to talk about? Of course. Sure. Of course it could. Could these be strategical false allegations? The false allegation strategy puts something out as easily debunkable, so the allegations to follow are written off Boy Records with P. Diddy, who was P. Diddy's mentor. And liar Cohen, Jay-Z's mentor, who is also known as the tall Israeli who runs the rap industry. He debuted with Def Jam Records, leading Warner's music group, and now he's head of YouTube Music since 2016, I'm pretty sure. Cohen landed Jay-Z with his music label Rockefeller Records in 1997. Keep in mind, it's spelled differently than Rockefeller, like Rockefeller Oil or Rockefeller Industries. You know what I'm saying here. Nothing was promoted by these labels that highlighted fathers or community or family or love and dedication or just being exceptional and leaving behind a legacy that you're proud of for your family. All that was promoted was an endless cycle of crime that would inevitably keep you away from a life of love, fulfillment, and actual productivity. And listen, I'm not saying that the music wasn't catchy or that I'm clutching my pearls or anything. Like always, I just call it like I see it, and tribe members selected minions who would perpetuate an image to their young, impressionable followers that this pathway to success and happiness was paved with big booty bitches and titties and guns. And they made these black male figures show up to award shows and parties in dresses and heels and weird little humiliation rituals, and now it's all making sense within the context of P. Diddy. We know they were being essayed and blackmailed behind the scenes. Men having sex with other men is all very aggressively homosexual. I'm just going to point that out.
Where's the remote?
Is subversion. Don't forget it.
A lot of people are curious about the status of P. Diddy. No comment from Clive Davis on P. Diddy.
Booty bitches and titties and
That one got me. So I'm going to make a clip. What are we at, 53 minutes? Of this.
guns. And they made these blackmail figures show up to award shows and
Hey, Internet, pay attention to this.
parties and dresses and heels and weird little humiliation rituals. And now it's all making sense within the context of P. Diddy. We know they were being essayed and blackmailed behind the scenes. Men having sex with other men is all very aggressively homosexual. I'm just going to point that out. But the takeaway here is subversion. Don't forget.
A lot of people are curious about
That might be the funniest thing that I've ever heard in my life. I love it. Actually, put that on my tombstone, please. See, this is why you wait for the jokes, assholes.
the status of P. Diddy. No comment from Clive Davis on P. Diddy. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now it seems like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and.
It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
Are you
so
why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent.
And when the whole Pizzagate era was ongoing, circa 2016, this Serbian lady, Marina Abramovic, was all over it with the spirit cooking, which is her signature occult performance art form of writing words in bodily fluids like blood or other bodily fluids with violent messages. And this lady has a page on the United States State Department website. And Zelensky even asked her to be a Ukrainian ambassador and rebuild schools for the children. Tell me, would you let this lady babysit your children? Would you? Hard pass for me. And she wouldn't even be noteworthy, but she got on everybody's radar after WikiLeaks leaked John Podesta's emails, and he was invited to one of her performance art dinners where she was doing the bodily fluid spirit cooking.
Have you ever heard of that?
Anyway,
you ever heard of spirit cooking?
Microsoft Bill Gates and Lady Gaga and Jay-Z, who are all like Saturn's rings around this political circus, right? We're all collaborating with Marina Abramovic. So Jay-Z does this whole ritual event with Marina Abramovic, and they're seen together at some dinners, and then I noticed that Jay-Z and Beyonce are suddenly cozying up to the Obamas. Very cozy. Jay-Z had campaigned for Obama, and also as an aside, Jay-Z and Beyonce started living together when Beyonce was 19 and he was in his 30s. And apparently they met when she was 16, but I digress. I guess that's not illegal in some states. Anyway, Beyonce sang at the Obama inauguration ball and then sang the national anthem at the inauguration. Like, you get it. You get the point I'm making here. They're cozy with the top dog. And for that reason, I think it's safe to say that Diddy will go down. But Jay-Z, especially with this whole presidential friendship, will be a lot harder to take down because it blows down the house of cards if he goes down. It's all very sinister, and it seems like the whole industry is afraid of Jay-Z and Beyonce. In 2016, Kanye West, at one of his concerts, went on a big rant about Beyonce and Jay-Z and begged Jay-Z not to kill him.
Jay-Z, call me. Hey, Bob. Jay-Z, I know you can't kill us. Please don't send him at my head. Just call me.
And ever since this Diddy stuff came out, everyone has been pointing out how all of the music industry is allegedly terrified of winning a Grammy over Beyonce. So much so that each time someone other than Beyonce wins, they dedicate the Grammy to her. My idol of my life is Beyonce, and this album for me, the Lemonade album, was just so monumental. Beyonce, whew, you changed my life. You sang that gospel medley, and the way you made me feel.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
All of these revelations have called into question about Kanye's motives when he jumped on stage and interrupted Taylor Swift's award acceptance speech, saying, "I'm going to stop you right there." But Beyonce had one of the best videos of the year. Was Kanye trying to protect Taylor Swift? That's really when his whole villain arc began. But was there something else going on behind the scenes, or is it all one big show? I suppose both points can be true simultaneously. It's real, and it's also one big show. Satan's minions fighting one another, bred in circuses. Either way, I'm feeling like I might get a bingo early on in the year. What do you think, Internet friends? You know, I love reading your comments. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel on Patreon and buying my book, The Deep State Encyclopedia.
I like her. Her name is really graceful. She's pretty. Okay. Go back to that thing. That link I sent you. Because it tells me that I'm waiting for you. I don't know how to send you the same link again.
All right.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, now this is an interesting video. I got a clip here of Jon Stewart signaling his frustration, or I'd say it's probably even jealousy at the idea that Trump won, and he won this last election with a mandate to reform government. Little left-wing propagandist Jon Stewart seems frustrated, he seems jealous, as he makes the claim that now Donald Trump and Elon Musk are supposedly going into government to enact all kinds of reforms and make the government more efficient. He's signaling his frustration and jealousy because the people that he opposes and that he doesn't trust and doesn't like are now going into government to do the things that he and his progressive buddies have, quote, always wanted to do. I find that so interesting, but mostly hypocritical. Now, apparently, Trump and Elon Musk, the two individuals that he and his left-wing ilk in the media have attacked and demonized for so long, first off, are supposedly doing something great.
Did you try it?
His progressive buddies have always wanted to do. I find that.
Did you go back to it?
Secondly, I find his confusion and frustration that the other side is doing the thing that he always wished that his party would do. I find this stance to be so naive and so frankly out of touch. You mean to tell me that you and your friends, your political party that's enabled the establishment, enforced the status quo for so long, you're confused that it's the other side coming in with that?
I got another link. I got it.
Guys, this Jon Stewart clip, and let's really attack the idea.
I just sent it.
We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so pretty much the clip is as I described. Take a look at this.
It must be such a strange thing. It is
Liberate these
for someone
nuts.
who has kind of complained about wanting government to be more efficient and more responsive and making fundamental changes, to see that mantle being carried out by a group of people that I don't necessarily trust to do it in a manner. That is, but I guess that's what it is when that's what losing elections is, man. You don't get to dictate and you don't get to say, well, what if we did it this way? That's the beauty of it. This is in the joint custody agreement that we now have in America. It is, I guess the kids they're going to live with dad for the summer, and you just got to eat it. Just I don't want them going on the lake in the raft. And you're like, well, you're not here. You're not in charge, so you don't get to decide. And that's, boy, that's a tough one.
Jon Stewart seems mad. I mean, he seems big mad in this recent interview where he expresses his
Let's go.
frustration over the idea that
Why are old people so fucking slow?
To make reforms that supposedly progressives have dreamed about for decades.
Rusty, your legs should not be affected by this at all. I don't understand.
That's an interesting one. But now,
Zing.
all of a sudden, Trump's going in to do all of these things that we have wanted to do. Why aren't we the ones doing them? He asks. Really? You're confused? You're jealous? But I'm asking myself the question, where has this feeling been, this outrage and this frustration? This
Yeah, it wasn't really a great video, bro.
Sup, you beautiful bastards. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show.
All right, the meltdown continues over at Morning Joe after Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough did this pilgrimage down to Mar-a-Lago to reopen lines of communication and to restart conversations with
It's not working.
They are not handling
what the fuck.
Kind of rewind a little bit and remind you what happened. After spending a whole bunch of Joe Biden's presidency rightly criticizing interview, they basically just went down.
Try that one.
And to get buddy with Donald, they want to reopen that.
Man, I need some serious help with this health insurance stuff.
Check out Cover California. It's a free service from the state that helps you get health insurance.
So as you all know, the United three or four different pictures, and I'm not kidding when I say every single picture I've seen that they say is this guy is a different person. I'm going to do a separate segment in a little bit on some of the updates in the case on the United Health CEO. But Ben Shapiro did a segment talking about this. And wow, did he mess around and find out. Because look, he's Ben Shapiro, right? So he immediately goes into partisan hack mode. What are Republicans supposed to think about this? And what are Republicans supposed to say? I'm going to say the thing that Republicans say. I'm going to be the partisan guy. Partisan hack. Like, this is his whole shtick, right? His whole shtick is the doctrinaire, right-wing, conservative Republican. I'll give you the reaction. Now, here's the problem. He ran headfirst into the concrete wall of the reality that Americans all across this country, regardless of political affiliation, hate our healthcare system and our health insurance system. They hate it, they hate it, they hate it. It is universal as universal can be in how much they hate it, right? So to him, this is just another day in the office. He thinks, bro, I got this on lock. The title of the video is "The Evil Revolutionary Left Cheers Murder." So I'll play a little bit of the video, but the more important part is the way the audience reacted. We're going to go through some of the comments, and holy cow. Wow, was this a slap in the face to him. And also, by the way, the like to dislike is like,
well,
like 80 or 90.
We tried to add another person, and it didn't work.
Whoa, all right, let's get it.
That
The real
sucks.
question in all of this is how Americans respond. So Taylor Lorenz, we talked about her yesterday. She is a psychotic former reporter for the Washington Post and the New York Times. She's totally insane. She was insane on COVID. She was insane when it came to then tweeted out, quote, and people wonder why we want these executives dead. So openly cheering the death of Brian Thompson. That wasn't her only post. Somebody put out a statement saying, quote, legislation idea, healthcare executives and their families must be on the cheapest plan their company offers, and they aren't allowed to seek other care. And she wrote in all capital letters, indoors. Then she put out a post that showed a graphic of a happy star, like a star with a happy face and balloons, and the caption CEO down. And she wrote, woke up to see this spammed in my group chats. And she said, I am not alone, that other people were doing the same thing. Then she reposted a post from left-wing agitator Ken Klippenstein saying,
left-wing agitator.
today we remember the legacy of live your life in such a way that people will be sad when you die. That was above a screen cap of the New York Times headline that said, torrent of hate for health insurance industry follows CEO's killing. That piece from the New York Times.
Okay, who cares?
The jury has reached a...
This is it, everybody. Sony's big week is here. Kraven the Hunter is right around the corner. And Sony's probably going to be disappointed to learn that the film has been pulled from 1,000 theaters in its first week. Yes, the film is already suffering a major loss.
Wow. That's hilarious.
Of its worldwide release, we know that Kraven was supposed to open in pretty much every theater across the United States for a full wide opening. This means that the film was going to open in some 4,100 plus theaters.
Did anybody watch the first 8 minutes that they released?
This will happen.
It actually seemed kind of good, in my opinion.
There are nearly 1 million restaurants in America.
So I saw Gladiator 2 this week. Well, not this weekend. It came out this weekend. I saw it a little over a month ago, and I've been waiting until it drops to have a conversation about some of the things I noticed. Let's put a little Hotep hat on top of me right now. Some of the things I noticed that the movie did, I want to make sure y'all are paying attention to.
I hate it.
Well,
I wanted to give her a birthday celebration she would never forget. A real experience. Somewhere she could celebrate.
Well, it sure does seem like Oprah Winfrey has a difficult time choosing good friends. You see, one of her close celebrity friends, Jay-Z, has just been named in a civil suit alongside another one of her good friends, P. Diddy, regarding some extremely vile and highly illegal activity with a 13-year-old girl. And so the situation with Oprah is quickly becoming one of those situations of where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, if you're close friends with one predator, maybe that's just a random occurrence, bad luck. If you're close friends with two predators, it's kind of starting to look a little bit suspect. But okay, maybe you're just really unlucky. But when you're close friends with three predators, give me a break. That Oprah knew exactly what Weinstein was up to. Regarding P. Diddy, we concretely know that Oprah attended at least two of the infamous P. Diddy parties, both in 1998 and 2006, maybe more than that. And yes, these were the type of parties where the freak-offs were happening and where everybody was getting covered in the drug. What was going on, or even worse, what are the odds that Oprah wasn't directly involved in all of this? And so, yeah, I would imagine that right now Oprah is probably not having a fun time. In the last several years, multiple of her
Well, maybe we'll figure it out.